Today, there's something about Barbie, and nothing seems to be comparable to Barbie. This film is so original that I really had to work hard to find references for my real canon. But at the end I found one film that can be compared to Barbie. Last year there were two major box office hits that couldn't be more different. Oppenheimer, and there was Greta Gerwig's Barbie. My sympathies are with Barbie. Why? Because here was a truly original and inventive film that still had a relevant topic. Of course, in individual scenes, Barbie is referencing a lot of other classics, and I might dedicate other episodes to it. But here I mean the entire package of the film, the concept and the theme. One indication for references are pitches. For example, E.T. meets Easy Rider, or something like this. By the way, ChatGPT told me that these two films are so different that they couldn't be merged into one image. So much about the creativity of AI. Reportedly, Barbie was pitched as Jurassic Park with dolls. I guess because the dolls leave their park Barbie Land like the dinosaurs leave their park. So the story is about how these creatures are confronted with our real world. And again, dolls are more fun than dinosaurs. Such a confrontation is a perfect premise for a comedy. So you might expect a lot of books and films using this tool for comedies. Yes, but actually there are not so many comedies around as I realized. Time travel stories would work well, but most of the time travelers are pretty serious about the business. Mark Twain, the Connecticut Yankee in the court of King Arthur, was an exception. The same applies to encounters of the third kind. E.T. had some funny comedy relief moments though. In many time traveler stories there are these funny moments that illustrate how relative our existence and perception of it is. The TV series, Alt, about the alien Alf is designed as a comedy, but very quickly it's more about different characters and different identities. There are films that are solely based on the clashes between cultures of different countries. Crocodile Dundee and Borat. Both are not really politically correct and unfair to the country of origin of the protagonist, but at the end it is more about the US anyway. Crocodile Dundee isn't so funny really, most likely because the difference between a guy from the Australian bush to the US is perhaps not so huge. The very fictional misogynist and racist Borat seems to have much more conflict hinterland. A subgenre became West cops traveling abroad. There is one really funny among them, Brannigan with John Wayne, bringing a touch of Dirty Harry to London. Another example of cultural clash is the film The Party, where an Indian extra played by the British Peter Sellers stumbles into a Hollywood party. This comedy wouldn't be possible nowadays, but it is still a hilarious guilty pleasure. Frank Capra liked to confront the innocent all-American boy with the cynical modern world of politics and business. Whether it was Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, Mr. John Doe, or Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. True classics. There's also a beautiful film called Being There, again with Peter Sellers, a gardener who never left the house of a wealthy estate, but when the owner dies, he has to deal with the real world. However, despite the same technique of confronting different worlds, none of the films come close to Barbie, but one film has similarity to the concept and theme of Barbie. This is Woody Allen's Purple Rose of Cairo. The adored character from a movie walks from the screen into the cinema, and the poor life of the protagonist played by Mia Farrow isn't the same anymore. While Barbie is about the clash between the doll's female dream world with reality, Woody Allen explores how the dream world of Hollywood could clash with the real world, at that time a very depressed world.
Somewhere where we can talk.
No, Cecilia, I'm free. Have 2,000 performances, the same not routine. I'm free. Call Father John.
From my perspective, Barbie actually ends much more optimistic and in a way less realistic than Purple Rose. But then again, the film Barbie is still a vehicle for Barbie the doll and product. I hope you liked this episode. Maybe you came across other films that are comparable to Barbie. Please, just leave a comment.